Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. This is Comic Books, Guns, and Anything Fun. My name is Joey. Got another haul of comic books that I had purchased while down south this last Sunday. Um Unfortunately, the reason why I was down there was because 2 Sundays ago my grandmother passed away. Um, so yeah, I was down there for a funeral, but the funeral was Monday and I was down there Saturday, so I had some time to run around and do some things. So while I was down there, obviously wanted to hit up some comic book shops. Um, I visited two shops. One of them was Metropolis Comics in Bellflower, California, and the other one was Atomic Comics in Artesia, California. They're actually very close to one another, probably like at least max was a 5 minute drive in between, depending on traffic. uh, Both stores were really cool. I actually went to Atomic Comics twice because the first time I was actually rolling around with my mother. So I kind of felt a little rushed. Uh, More like, I was trying to be respectful to her, not make her wait around in the car for a long time, even though, she had AC running. Uh, but regardless of that, um, so the first bit of comics here will be from Metropolis Comics. I almost walked out of there with nothing in hand. I was looking for a couple things, and the guy said that he was all out of them or they sold out fast. But before I left, came up to me and said, "Hey, as a matter of fact, I found one of the things you were looking for, and I bought all of them because I needed them. They're all back issues of Spider Gwen Ghost Spider. So let's go ahead and show you those. So, number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, and now this cover I think is pretty cool. It's the regular cover, not variant, but I don't know. I just like the way it looks. And number six. Now, I believe that I am missing seven and eight. I got nine, and I obviously started out with 10. So now I'll be able to go back and read these and get a better picture of what's going on. Uh, so that was it from Metropolis Comics. They obviously had a lot more stuff. They even had Dollar Comics. I didn't really take the time to go through all those, but nice long shelf of new stuff. They even have the other wall has like a bunch of T-shirts, a lot of really cool T-shirts. But I didn't get any this time around. But maybe next time when I'm down there, I'll maybe do some clothes shopping. All right, guys. Next up is the stuff that I picked up from Atomic Comics in Artesia. Uh, First up, this one's actually from the dollar bin. Spider-Man with Scarlet Spider, The Fall of Venom. Now there's a little bit of moisture damage, nothing too major. You might be able to tell, you might not be able to, as none of the colors bled. So if I wanted to, I can send this to like Avery Comic Book Pressing, and they'll be able to get out those wrinkles. Next up is Star Wars TIE Fighter number 5. So I actually haven't started reading this yet because I only have 2, 4, and now 5. So I want to get the missing ones before I do that. Next up is one comic that I never did pick up, but always was interested in it. Uh, I did watch the animated movie and liked it, so I've been starting to go around looking. So this is Lady Death. I'm not exactly sure what issue this is. It's not listed, but also picked up this cover and that cover. All right. Next up is Web of Venom Funeral Pyre number 1. Now this one has been out for a little bit, not too long, but it's one that I never ended up subscribing to or picking up. So it was there, thought I would pick it up, add it to my collection of Venom issues. Alright, next up is Spider-Man Maximum Carnage 4 of 14, so Spider-Man number 35. This is actually one that I don't have, so I'll be adding that to, or more like checking that off my list of Maximum Carnages. This one, I bought it, not realizing that I'd already had it. I had a list, but it was like 2 through 14 because I needed a whole lot of them, and I hadn't updated it. So, wasn't sure whether or not I had it, so I just picked it up since it was there. Now, next up is part of what I'm calling my road to 300. No, this isn't Spawn, although I am getting Spawn 300. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 290. So, one of my goals is to actually find, well, they can be found, as a matter of fact, at Metropolis, no, not Metropolis, Atomic Comics. They had Amazing Spider-Man number 300. It was in slab, it was graded, and it was graded a 9.8. Very nice high grade. Only problem was, it was $800. And I've spent that kind of money on guns before, but I don't know if I want to drop it on a comic book. The guy that was there the second day I went said they actually got a raw one in, but it ended up going for $300. Now, that's, even though that's quite a bit of money for a comic book, I figure like if I got a nice tax return or something, that I'd be willing to dish that out for an Amazing Spider-Man number 300. I know it sounds crazy to some of you, but to me, you know, that's what I like to do. And like I said, I buy guns that cost that much, so no big deal. All right, next up is Spider-Man number 1, Torment, part 1 of 5. I was hoping to find a gold one, but unfortunately they didn't have it, so I picked up the silver, even though I already had one. When I'm around doing my looking around, I'm not thinking about what I already have, so sometimes it just slips my mind that I do. But this is a pretty good copy. I know I can go online and buy a gold one, but everything I've seen online tends to be priced a little high, as if they think it's like the direct edition with the barcode. So I kind of steer clear of them until I find one that's, you know, really good price. So next up, this one was actually on my list of ones to have, and it is the Amazing Spider-Man number 316 with Venom attacking Spider-Man there. Nice, cool cover. And this one they said was in a very fine plus. So I paid a little bit of money for it, nothing crazy, but you know, I might send it off to Avery Comic Book Pressing to see if they can get a better grade on it if I send it in. Get it protected. Lastly is Amazing Spider-Man number 317. This one was actually in a box, while the number 316 was on a display case. So I'm actually lucky I found both of them. So there it is, guys. Kind of want to do some different stuff with my channel, get some feedback from you guys. You know, what is it you like to collect? What online retailer, if you use one, do you use? Or what comic book store do you go to that's in your town? So, do you like to collect variants? Do you like to just collect new series that are coming out? Do you like to go back and pick up old stuff? Let me know. Talk to me. I'd like to hear from you guys. I answer back. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified. Or, you know, just come along as you will. All right, guys. Have a good one. See you next time.